The Amalekites, the people God commanded to be destroyed in the Bible, and the people he commanded to completely exterminate the entire population. God commanded the destruction of not only his army, but all of them, including women, children, babies, the elderly, the disabled, and even animals. When it comes to the Amalekites, people think God is cruel. Muslims claim the Bible has been altered. If it hadn't, such verses wouldn't exist. How can Christians think that God, who commands in the New Testament to love your enemy, and to the one who smites you on the other, turn to him on the other cheek, could be so cruel in the Old Testament? Jews believe that everyone but themselves is like the Amalekites, and thus have the right to destroy other peoples. So, are these statements in the Bible true? Yes, they are true. 1 Samuel 15:3 KJV. Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not. But slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. So why did God give such a command? In fact, this wasn't the first genocide God perpetrated in the Bible. During Noah's flood, God destroyed all of humanity except Noah, his family, and the animals that boarded the ark. Afterward, God himself destroyed the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. The Amalekites experienced a third genocide. Many more peoples were destroyed by God's command. But why? Because there's a truth about human history that everyone overlooks. Here's a question for you. What would the world be like if humanity had no creator? If states didn't create constitutions or penal codes? And if everyone were left to their own free will to do whatever they wanted? What would you like to do in such a world? Don't you see the cruelties humanity inflicts on each other today, despite the laws of our countries? Don't you see how sinful you are when you examine yourselves? Don't you know that millions of people are in prisons around the world, despite the laws? So, let me tell you how people lived, and God wanted them destroyed. Despite knowing God, people made idols for themselves. The bull, in particular, was used in these idols, half bull, half man. Mesopotamia, storm gods such as Enlil, Hadad, and Baal were depicted with the symbol of the bull. Canaanites and Phoenicians, Baal was often represented by a bull. Egypt, the Apis bull was considered sacred. Also, Hathor, cow-headed goddess, Greek world. The myth of the Minotaur, half man, half bull, and Minoan bull leaping were ritual worship. The myth of Zeus abducting Europa disguised as a bull is a continuation of the bull cult. India, Nandi, Shiva's sacred bull, is still a worshipped figure in Hinduism. The cow is considered sacred in India. Anatolia, Hittite, Phrygian. Tarhuna, the storm god, was symbolized by the bull. All these peoples shared common characteristics. Cruelty. The powerful held power and oppressed the weak. They worshipped these bull-shaped idols, and children, babies, and people of all ages and races were arbitrarily and ruthlessly sacrificed to these idols. Even newborn babies were burned alive and sacrificed to these idols. All forms of sexual intercourse were permissible. Homosexuality, rape, and bestiality with animals were widespread. These societies were not only filled with cruelty and sin, but also harbored very dangerous diseases. The Amalekites were arguably the worst of these peoples. In fact, Amalekite descended from Esau, the twin brother of Jacob, the ancestor of Israel. God rejected Esau because Esau himself rejected God. Esau rejected God for a mere bowl of soup. Esau wanted to kill his twin brother Jacob. The Amalekites knew this and chose to live as enemies of God. When Prophet Moses performed great miracles to rescue Israelis from slavery in Egypt, the Amalekites attacked the children, the elderly, pregnant women, and the disabled who remained behind after the Red Sea parted, and passed through Israel. They likely took many captives and sacrificed them to Molech. Although God commanded King Saul of Israel to destroy all the Amalekites, he did not kill some. The Amalekites also attacked Israel during the time of King David. During the Babylonian exile, during the reign of Esther, they attempted to inflict genocide on Israel as a political tactic. Undoubtedly, Amalekites still exist today, but we don't know who they are. Throughout world history, thousands of wars and mass migrations have occurred. Even today, the number of people who engage in sexual intercourse with animals is quite high, and homosexuality is rapidly growing. Diseases like Ebola and AIDS are spreading rapidly. Therefore, God wanted these societies destroyed, because not only their lifestyles, but also the diseases they carried posed a danger to all humankind. After Noah's flood, God promised never to cause another flood that would destroy the entire world, and He left the rainbow on earth as a sign of His mercy, while LGBTQ supporters who seek to return to the lifestyles of peoples subjected to God's wrath in ancient times use this beautiful sign as their symbol. God's mercy towards them is evident. Recently, the topic of the Amalekites has been used provocatively by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to destroy the people of Gaza. Benjamin Netanyahu is not a prophet. According to Israeli rabbis, he is an atheist. The people of Gaza are not Amalekites. The people of Israel are not God's people unless they recognize Jesus Christ as Lord. Because of the Israeli people's separation from God, through His new covenant, has granted the title of children of God to believers in Jesus Christ, spread throughout the world. Today, Israel is proud to be the LGBTQ capital of sin and immorality. Don't forget to like and share this video that clearly illustrates God's mercy, and to subscribe to our channel.